What's happening, everybody? It's hell broke loose. Politics. That's what this is about. Today, it came clear to me exactly what the Democratic Party is up against. I'm switching my position here a little bit from my lifetime natural self. I've been a radical and promoting a fringe element. You know, when I started with Bernie, he was a fringe element. Now Bernie is populist. And I've learned things from following Bernie. He's a very wise man. When he turned down the invite to go to the Green Party, I knew instantly what he was about. And that was strengthening and changing the Blue Party, the Democratic Party. So what I'm talking about here today is unity. See, the Republican politicians, they got it fucking easy, man. They got one base to appeal to: white Christians. And most of them are so full of hatred for their fellow man that it blows my mind. All my life, I started paying attention to it in the Union. The right-wing white Christians are obsessed with how much money somebody makes on what's called an entry-level job, which is bullshit. It's a fucking job. You go to work at fast food or at a car wash or whatever. You're doing a job, and people need it. Just say McDonald's. If people didn't want that, if they didn't want freebies or easies, just drive up to a window and tell them what you want and drive a little further and pick it up. They go there, they want that service, but then they don't want that person to make a living wage. And it's hell in a kitchen. Kitchen work is underpaid everywhere in the country. You know, corporate and small-time business owners. The right-wing Christians are obsessed that those people are going to make a living wage. See, that's all Trump has to appeal to, and all his cohorts, is white male Christians, and the women are going to come with them full of hate. Hate the immigrant. Hate the liberal. It's astounding. Now, here's the problem the blue side's got. It's called the big tent for a reason. And the theme of my message is to lay off of the progressives if they don't point out one single minority, Latinos, blacks, or whatever, to focus just on. Because if you listen, the message of the progressives is for everybody. You enhance racism by focusing on one demographic. See, right wing's example. They appeal to the white, Christian, hate-filled male. And that party's rotten, because they speak directly to those people. People on the left, black, Latino, atheist, which is me, the most hated, distrusted demographic in the world. LGBTQ community. Lay off of Bernie if you don't talk a certain amount of time about your particular demographic, because his plans help everybody. And they're able to do this because they're not singling out one demographic to appeal to. When everyone is making a living wage and you get raises according to the cost of living, that's equality. That's equality. And there's good people on the left. I'm sure, just like me, if I see a McDonald's worker, I hope they're making $18 an hour. You know, I don't begrudge someone making more than me at a company I'm working for, because that tells me I can make that money too. You got to be full of hatred and ignorance to hate people that you deem don't deserve a living wage. All of that's appealed to under the progressive banner, the Democratic banner. Every minority. When they speak to you about everyone having quality health care, that is inclusive. That's black, white, Middle Eastern, Oriental. That's everybody, people. When they talk about your living wage, that's everybody. You're already included in the progressive banner. Because the message they put out, the policies, cannot be just directed at one group. See, the white hate-filled right wing, they don't even have to benefit. You know, the empty promises that Trump made of getting jobs in America, you know, it's bullshit. The pay in America is pathetic. It's pathetic. Teachers are underpaid. They're having to work second jobs. As long as the hate-filled white right wing sees liberals suffering, and I've said this before, they'll go hungry and take a hot poker up the ass. So we have to unify over here. We have to unify. And I do that, you know, what I contribute to that is I've laid off of Christian people. I've made sure that people know I'm talking about the religion when I go after it. And there's good people in the church. It's just amazing to me that they still cling to the banner of Christianity. Because we're at a place in history with the House of Congress like it is, with the Senate, and with the White House. We have to unseat as many of them as possible every fucking election. So when you look to your left and you see a black man, you look to your right, you see an atheist, or you see a gay man. Just know we're all pushing for the same thing. Because when black pay and women's pay and everybody's pay is equal to me, the white, male, privileged, see, that's unity. That's caring for all demographics. I'm serious as death, people. I'm serious. We have to beat Trump. We have to beat the Red Congress. And the media is against us. The mainstream media's got this thing. Sarah Palin started a liberal media. Well, their words, when they talk, may be pro-progressive, but who gets all the camera time? They're talking about Trump. They're talking about Mitch McConnell. They're talking about war. And then the three evening news people, CBS, NBC, and ABC, which I haven't watched in a long time. I've watched bits and pieces. They, in a way, glorify. They don't tell the truth that Trump is a liar. You know, you got to go to CNN or MSNBC or Young Turks or something to hear the truth. They speak of him reverently as President Trump. He does not deserve those words. Not at all. And they get all the airtime. Bernie don't hardly get any. Allison Hartson, I've never seen her on the three mainstream, and she's trying to unseat Dianne Feinstein, which is a must. So unify, folks. Get real, get serious, and ignore all these polls that come out and say Dems are falling behind. Because those polls are making you, they're aimed to make you say, well, fuck it. Ain't no need for me to vote. We've lost already. Ignore those lies and bullshit. Lucy, on your side. The right people hate me. The ones that hate me, right on. Tells me I'm doing a good job. Later.